so good to see you.
Amen.
It's good to be in the house of the Lord. One more time.
One more time.
I do bring you greetings from the great Mount Olive African Methodist Episcopal Church, located on the island of Merritt Island. And it is an island because we are nestled between Cocoa and Cocoa Beach. And to get to me, you're going to have to cross a body of water.
Yeah.
The Indian River, Banana River, Sykes Creek, but you're going to get there crossing a bridge. But I do bring you greetings that God has allowed me to pastor the best people this side of heaven. Yeah. When you go to a church and you say to the bishop and the elder, I don't mind retiring here, you know that God has shown favor.
Amen.
And what I tell them is that I know the trail mix I have. There's no point in me getting used to another bag. Just deal with what God has given me. I do love the Lord because the Lord has heard every one of my cries. He pities my every cry. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Oh, I need thee. Oh, I need every hour. Yeah, God. I need thee. Oh, bless me now. God, my Father, it's in the name of Jesus Christ. I come to hide myself once again behind this sacred text. You've already given me the word in my belly, God. Now bless it as I hide myself again behind your cross. Come on, Daddy, and do what you do best. Preach, Holy Ghost. I've showed up for work. Now allow these clay lips of mine to say what you want me to say. Touch ears that they may hear your word and not leave here in the same condition that they came. I need thee. I can't do anything without you. So let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. And I wish I continue to give your name the praise, the honor, and the glory shall be thine. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Let's go to work. From Luke. I'll read two scriptures for you today. Luke, the 10th chapter. They were asking me last night which version of the Bible I liked, and I said, you know, King James is my daddy Bible. But I like the New Living Translation, so it's all going to fall into place. Amen. Luke, the 10th chapter, starting at verse number 38. Very familiar text. As Jesus and his disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. Her sister Mary sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he taught. But Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work. Tell her to come and help me." But the Lord said to her, "My dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her." Now journey over with me to John chapter number 11, starting at verse number 40. Jesus responded, "Didn't I tell you that you would see God's glory if you believe?" So they rolled the stone away. Then Jesus looked up to heaven and said, "Father, thank you for hearing me. You always hear me, but I said it out loud for the sake of all these people standing here, so that they will believe you sent me." Then Jesus shouted, "Lazarus, come out." And the dead man came out, his hand and feet bound in grave clothes, his face wrapped in a headcloth. Jesus said, "Unwrap him and let him go." For as long as his time and mine is yours to share, and as long as my daddy want to preach, think with me on this, www.jesus.
Amen. All right.
Some of y'all gonna get that after a while. www.jesus. Those who are the workers. Some work hard to get their names called, Sister Sandy. Some work hard because they believe if they don't do it, Jessica, it won't be done right. And then some work just because they love the Lord. Then there are the worshipers that come to church. They come in a spirit of worship because they got their praise on before they left home. They worship because they remember that Jesus is in their lives and what he has already done for them. They worship him not because of what he can do right now, but because of what he did on the yesterdays. They worship him because he's God and God all by himself. They don't need a reason to worship. They just worship him. Because when they woke up this morning, it was a brand new day of new grace and new mercy. So they come to just worship him. They don't care what you got on, who you looking at. They came to give God all they have. They came in to just worship him. Sometimes it takes flow ministry to worship him. Some of y'all don't know about flow ministry, but I love flow ministry because when I worship him so much, I just go out and, they come to just worship him. Not because of what they can get from him, but because of just who he is. Here we have two sisters and a brother. I've often wondered what was Lazarus' role in all of this. Well, I finally figured it out. Martha was the worker, always busy. Martha could have worked for Daytona 500 because she was just busy. Busy. Somebody was coming to, you know how we get sometimes when somebody coming to your house, you get super energy. You want to clean this, you want to cook that. Martha was just always busy. And because the hard-working Martha was so busy, she became frustrated with her sister Mary, who only wanted to sit at the feet of Jesus. Y'all know how y'all church folk get? When y'all doing all the work, and you think ain't nobody helping you, and you run to the pastor. Y'all don't do it here. Yeah, but y'all had that little committee going on, and nobody showed up for the committee meeting. So you want to call, you want to blow the phone up? I ain't talking about nobody. I just talk about what I'm talking about. But you get so frustrated that they won't help you, that you got to do it all by yourself, and you go tell the pastor, well, Martha got frustrated and irritated that she was doing all the work. She had the collard greens on, and the ham was ready, and she had to set the table, and Mary got the audacity to be sitting at Jesus' feet. All right. The nerve. Martha, the workers' external behavior at first seemed to be true servanthood, just like some of y'all. She was the one who put on the apron. and went to work in the task of serving others. But her treatment of Mary soon revealed a serious defect in her servant's heart. Ah, yeah. You have to work with the right attitude. The work is not about you. It's all for the glory of God. We need to ask ourselves, why are we working so hard in the kingdom? Are we working for a reward down here? You working for a plaque somewhere? Oh, you waiting on somebody to pat you on the back? www.jesus. You got to be a worshiper. When you're a true worshiper, won't nobody have to beg you to work. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I pastor a wonderful bunch of folks, but they tell you I don't beg for nothing. Amen. Put it out there. I don't even beg for money. Because the Lord has delivered me from that. Amen. He says, I'll take the little that they have and I'll multiply for what you need it to be. Amen. He said, you keep walking in holiness. He said, you keep doing what I say do. You keep living a life in front of the people. And I'm going to make those who don't want to work for you. Sure, I got to tell you this little story, and I'm going to open the doors of the church. I applied for I needed a roof on my church. I applied for the Nehemiah Fund from the district. I didn't hear from anybody. Reverend Rashad, and the Lord brought back to me the same word I preached in your conference about Nehemiah. The Lord woke me up at 4:10 one morning and said, you are Nehemiah. Yeah. I got up the next morning and I told the secretary, I said, call so-and-so and tell him I need to meet with him. I need a roof on the church. And some of the naysayers in my church said, Reb, that's $11,000. I said, I know how much it is. I said, the Lord has already worked this thing out. Amen. And I'm going to walk on faith. The roof on my church. A chicken didn't die. A fish didn't come out the ocean. Went to the people, I said, this is what God said. Yes. The roofer said to me, Rev, he called me PP. Pretty preacher. He said, PP, what you want to put down? I said, really nothing. Nothing, honey. He said, okay, where you want us to start? Trustees looked at me like I lost my mind. Hey, you just said nothing. And he said, when you want us to start? Amen. I said, well, when you pull the permits, when can you start? With nothing. He said, well, you'll see the work starting in about 2 weeks. I was dancing already. Yes, yes. All right. Yeah. I was dancing already. All right. We started having a praise party when he left. Or either he was crazy, or their pastor was crazy. But when the roof started going up, when they laid the permit on the window, Reverend Pat, the members of the church was coming by on their lunch hours, peeping. When they brought the materials, they set up shop in the parking lot. Peeping. When they started tearing off the roof, they said, Rev, you sure? I said, the God I serve is able. When the roof went on, we still praising God. Every day I see him out there, I'd go out and say, hey, how y'all doing? He said, hey, PP, how you doing? I said, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Never asked for his first payment. Anything. The roof was almost done. Church told me after church, Rev, we need to get that man something on this roof. Think he'll take $3,000? I said, he'll take anything right now. Ain't laid on the table. $3,000.
Yes.
One of my members who didn't like the way I ran the church, because I was woman or woman, and I was their first female, and she was the everything at the church. She was a financial person. She was the head steward. She was a Sunday school superintendent. She was a choir leader. She thought she was going to tell the pastor what to do. Y'all notice I preached no shoes on. Well, one Sunday I stood, I took my robe off, I said, look at him. There's a new queen in the house.
Amen.
And you just been reduced to princess.
Yes.
That was May 09. I said, since you've been reduced to princess, it's going to be the queen's way.
Yes, amen.
I said, but I'm going to do it God's way. She said, well, Rev, since you want it your way, I'm not giving another dime a tithe. See if you miss my $500. I said, baby, I'll match your $5 today and put some more on the table. Take yours and go. I said, I'm grown. Full grown. Retired with a pension. And Social Security eligible. She should have told y'all I'm crazy. I said, so you take your $5 and I see what the Lord gonna do at the church. Well, she said we weren't gonna make it. Well, that very year we raised $150,000 and but back to this same member. They saw the roof going up, and her husband came by the church and said, Reverend, he said, I know my wife don't like you. I said, that's her problem. He said, but I want, he said, you've done what nobody else would do. Put a roof on the church. He said, here's a check for $1,200. Won't God make your enemies your footstool? And they won't even know why they blessing you. When they bless you, I told that brother, thank you, you got some more? Oh, we need a little bit more. But she came up to me in Sunday school 2 Sundays ago and said, Reverend, I got to give it to you. You're a true woman of God.
Amen.
She said, you are real. You don't mind calling us out. And I am 100% real because I tell my people, I'm saved on Sunday, but on Monday I may cut you. So don't bother me on Monday night. That's my day off. And because I've been real with them, they respect who I am. And because I'm real with them, I've been able to get them to follow Christ.
All right.
And to say to them, I'm not always holy. And holiness is not how long I wear my dresses. Holiness doesn't mean I'm a snob and fall out at them. Holiness is what's on the inside of me. I said, because when it's time for me to go to a movie and a dinner with somebody, and it's not a woman, it's gonna look. It ain't gonna be this shirt right here. to. See, some of y'all women don't know how to walk, y'all need. I know how to walk now. I know how to sling where it needs to be slung. While I'm walking. While I'm walking. So you can be a worker, you can be a worshiper, and you can be a witness for Jesus and still not lose who you are. Some of y'all don't want to come into the church because you think that coming into the church you got to walk around saying, I'm blessed and highly favored. Let me drop this on you. We're all blessed. We all got favor. Sometimes favor ain't fair, but we all have favor. So I come today to see if there's some workers, some worshipers, and some witnesses who have not been on your job. First call is for those who know that you have not been doing what God has called you to do. If you want to rededicate and tell God, here I am. I've been halfway.